And we are live. Welcome back to Extend the Drive, Best Ball Live. This is episode number 31, but number one of the 2026 NFL drafting season. I'm Sean Mitchell. I'm joined here by the fabulous Mr. HOOHAMES. HOOHAMES, how you doing, man?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Again, apologies for the delay. Daughter had soccer practice, ran over a little bit. But better late than never. We're here. We're ready to draft. How many drafts are you in so far? I know you've been in the streets heavily. So how many number are you at now?
On Underdog, I won. So that's 136.
136.
Then on Drafters, I have like 80, and I have like 35 or 40 on DraftKings.
Sheesh. So you close. You're like around 200 total ish around all three sides.
Closer to 3, probably. Like
I can't do math.
yeah, closer to 3, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Whew. Which I mean, I know you stream pretty much. I heard on your last stream. I guess you work the weekends, so you slammed all the weekends for work, and then you just draft during the week.
Right. I have Monday. Like I work 3/12s in like a 70-hour period, and then I have nothing going on. I don't have like, and I'm not saying these things are negative. I don't have a wife and kids, so like, I don't have anything like holding me from doing as many drafts as I want.
I got you. Hey,
and like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that that's why I can DJ.
Like, yeah, there you go.
Like, it's why I can.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna, like I said, I've been slacking on the streaming, which, I hammered out like 30 of the big boards and the little boards. I maxed the little board within the first 2 weeks it was open, and after that, I just kind of took a break and I was just kind of drafting what I wanted to. And then, since free agency started rolling in and we're getting more news, I've been picking it up again. So I'm going to try to start streaming more. You were one of the first guests that I asked to come on. So I appreciate you coming on. Looks like we got some folks in the chat. Mike Robb, as always, good to see you, man. Let's go. That's right. Washington Sport Talk, good to see you. Jalapeno, good evening. Good to see you, brother. We're back for streaming season. So let's go ahead and we'll jump in a draft. We are going to do the big board, $10 entry on UD. I guess this is number 32 for me or something like that, which I guess it would be 38. I don't know. Whatever the max is from one. I can't do math right now anyway. We're going to do – I know somebody – I think it was Gritty the other day – didn't realize that they had switched the clock. For some reason, it went to only 8 hours, and he was complaining on X about that. But we do have the 20 seconds per pick here. Obviously, what we're going to be doing for the stream. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are in. Yeah, we are right into the tank too. We didn't even have it. We weren't waiting on anything. So
nice. Yeah, I
and the influencer 1.01. Go ahead.
Hell yeah. I ended up not even trying to draft during that time. I was doing other things at that time, so it worked out well for me.
Yeah, and I was going to say, so is that your plan is to max all the early contests? Are you going to max the early contests, or are you going to?
I'm going to max the current ones. The current ones on Underdog.
You're going to max all. You do the big board too.
I have 2 of them done. I'm definitely doing at least 1, probably 2 more. I'm probably going to get all of them. Are you Puka 101?
I was.
I've been Bijan 101, and it's whatever. Like, I don't think you could really go wrong. I kind of I lean with one of the running backs because I personally love the Nico and I love the Olave price.
Yeah, and so you want Bijan? That's what you said, right?
Yeah, I'm fine with any of the top 4. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm good. I've been here lately, which I mentioned to you before we hopped on here. I've been drafting on DK for the last 3 weeks. So the rankings that I have on Underdog right now were from like a month and a half ago. So that's why it still has Puka the 101 in my rankings, is because I haven't updated them. This is my first draft, like I said, on Underdog in the last month, because I just stopped. I pretty much hammered out, 30 or so big boards. I did the little board draft. I maxed the little board, and then I went over to DK, and I've been drafting over there. And I've got 25 of the $10 1 million training camps over there,
Are,
and it's a little different.
are you doing the $1 20 max over there?
I have not yet.
I've done like 8 of those, like
Have you?
something like that. Like I go in there just to screw around. Like
Right? Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like
streaks.
I'm just giving them $20. Like I'm the rake in those. Like I'm just
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it. I'm sure I will, since it's only a 20 max. That's kind of that's really what I did with the little board, and I probably should go ahead and hammer that one out now while the ADPs are still adjusting. But that was a big reason why I kind of wanted to do the little board, which to that point, I honestly thought that the little board would already be filled and that we would have another one, hopefully, before the NFL draft. But I highly doubt that's going to happen.
I mean, they should have made a 50 max. And like day one when it came out, I was like, I instantly, as soon as I looked at it, I'm like, they messed up. I'm like, this isn't gonna it's probably gonna overlay.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna overlay.
It very well could. I mean, considering where it's still at right now, and I mean, the last time I looked, it was at like 51%. So it's like, very.
Most of us DGens have more than half of ours done, right?
Yeah, like I said, I maxed it within the first 2 weeks because I honestly figured that it was, which somebody did mention that it was 50 max last year. I had totally forgot about that.
Yeah. And, it's 50,
that does make a big difference.
I think it's also a larger field this year.
I was looking at it.
I'll look it up on one of my.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was looking on the another tab here. I wanted to see how many entrants it had, because I'm like you. I think it had way more entrants. So yeah, 189K. Yeah,
right.
And then the big board has 223K. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what it was last year, but I want to say it wasn't nearly 189K.
I'm not positive. I think it was like 75 or something. It's taken forever to load over here, so it's probably because they're live updating basketball. Actually,
probably March Madness.
Little board 2025 max entrance. We'll just type it in and see what Google tells us it is.
Does it say?
It obviously didn't understand what I'm talking about.
Like, what? Huh? Yeah, I didn't understand the little board. What is little board?
Little board has 12 players per draft with 20 rounds.
That's yeah. And I probably I wasn't streaming. I wasn't streaming last year during the little board time, so I was gonna say I could probably go back and try to look at some of my thumbnails because I pulled the.
Yeah.
It was mainly the puppy though and BBM, so I didn't get any of the little board. But we are about to be back up here on the front end of this turn. Oh, of course, running back heavy.
All right, well,
here we're on. Yeah, we got a double kick.
Are you okay with Bowers here or not?
Yeah, I'm fine with Bowers.
It's not like super unique, but it is semi-unique.
Yeah, I'm completely fine with that.
I'm fine with doing that. And then, like, it looks like you like Ted a lot. Do you want to pull? Because that's a pull up the board if you want to do that.
You want to do? Well, I know you said you really like Olave. I like Olave too, or we could pull Tet.
We can do either one. Like, I'm fine with either one, Olave or Tet.
I've got a lot of Tet already.
Let's do Olave then.
Let's do Olave.
I'm like, the one reason I love Olave is because I'm big on Tyler Shuck for this season.
I am too, man. And I'm probably well overweight. He's probably one of the top 3 exposures on DK right now because he's where he's going, and I'm sure I've probably got quite a bit on UD too. But his price is just so good because you can take he's a really good QB too where he's going. His price is really cheap. You can get him in the 11th round, 12th round.
Yeah.
And it's if UD is anything like DK is, right when the 8th round hits, quarterbacks just start flowing off the board. And
now that we have some of the later pick, like I predicted exactly what the market was going to do from day one, and I've been right on the quarterbacks the entire time.
Yeah,
and that's that the late quarterbacks that get jobs like Geno Smith and those, they're going to move up, but the middle is going to move back a little. And we've started seeing that. Like Jackson Dart sometimes comes back all the way to where we are in the ninth every once in a while. Like he
Right.
goes to like 97, 98 every once in a
Yeah,
while.
he either gets taken really early or he falls. Like
And,
there's really not much of a in between on him.
and like Justin Herbert is starting to go at the beginning of the ninth at the 8-9 turn now all the time. So like a lot of them are getting pushed down like half a round.
Yeah.
So last year the little board was 188,000 as well. So it's the
Really?
same amount.
Just was 50 max.
It's just a 50 max.
Huh.
And that thing filled
Quick.
like I think it was filled like 6-7 days after the combine.
Now, I also, I think both DK and drafters both dropped their early best ball much earlier this year than they did last year.
Well,
and I think that's also a strain on the UD fill rates right now because
I don't
a lot of people are playing elsewhere.
Drafters did it about the same time because they did it like 4 or 5 days after Underdog last year.
Yeah.
I know this because like they just take the Underdog ranks, the ADP, and they just throw it in.
Yeah.
And this year they missed a name, which was Scatabo, and he was not ranked for the first like 6-7 days. Like he had no ADP. Like my very first draft, I didn't notice that he like was not ranked. I assumed he went completely undrafted in that draft. He was undrafted. And the next draft I did, he went in round 14.
Wow.
That's whenever I was like, wait
a minute.
People
got some sympathy.
What is going? I mean, maybe.
Until they draft Jeremiah Love at 5.
I'm fully convinced the Titans are doing it, but like
I don't know, man. I was on the Titans for so long, man, and here recently, like I just feel like they could easily run with Tony Pollard for another year, and they've got the out after next year. It was only a $2 million, dead cap hit. It's not. I mean, they're only paying him like $10 million. It's not like he's got a real huge number on the books. I don't know. I for some reason feel like he could he could still be their one for one more year.
Yeah, I know it could, like I'm fully committed on that, but like I'm basically taking Scatabo at like a 12.5% rate. Like I'm gonna be like 1.5x. Because I'm doubling down on the bet that Tennessee does it. And since I'm doing that, I'm going to start taking more Pollard as well because if that happens, I'm fully in on Loveland.
You're gonna go double tight ends here?
Yeah. Do you like? I like McLaurin a lot. Do you like McLaurin?
Yeah, I'm in on Terry this year.
What about? Do you want the second? Do we want to go hero running back here? Let's.
I think we can since we did do Bijan. I think we could go wide receiver here.
I'm fine with Rome or Evans, either one.
I'm a fan of Rome this year again. I just think
I am too.
I just think that offense is going to be really good, and of course now DJ Moore's gone. Burton's obviously going to get a much larger role, but Rome should be the main consistent target distributor, I think, and or demander, I should say. I still think Luther's obviously going to get his, but I think Rome could have a really nice breakout. What do you say, Mike Rob? Quarterback picks will soon start a war. I can feel it coming. The sniping will turn ugly once more. Man, the sniping is already at a huge. It don't matter, especially on DK. Like I said, there's no rhyme or reason. It doesn't matter who you got. It doesn't matter who they've got. I've seen them take just naked quarterbacks left and right. It's more of either if you've got a stack partner in the early rounds and you get to your quarterback, take him. Like don't pass up because you're not going to get him.
Right.
That's just it's the way it's been.
By the way, I did one single entry on this college basketball thing, the $5 one.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm doing, and I think the team's live to get first.
Really? You talking about March Madness bracket?
Yeah. Like it's not like super live. Like I did a deep scroll. Like I don't have 100% owned guy who's got the most points right now.
Yeah.
But I took a deep scroll who scored 0.1 under him or 1.1 under him or something. And who's only 7% owned on the field.
Oh wow.
So I think I have a chance to at least get into like the not double digit money, like to $100 or something.
Yeah.
And like, it'd be fun. It'd be super fun. Like
Is it like the bet? Is it the best ball format or is
it's a daily? Like I thought it was
daily.
I thought like I didn't know what I was expecting.
I saw Underdog running them, but I didn't even look at them. But yeah, I saw them.
They did a bracket challenge that was free to do.
Yeah, I did the bracket challenge. I thought that's what you were talking about at first, and then you started talking about a player, and I was like, oh, you did. You're talking about the contest they ran because I saw those too.
I took High Point to the Sweet 16, so.
Oh, really?
That was my thing. And then I was talking crap in the Discord, so I doubled down. And I did a daily, and I took a double stack of High Point. It turned out to be what you needed, or it turned out to be a good pick.
I was gonna say right now, yeah, you're cruising a little bit. Yeah, that's a nice one to have right off the bat. And the first 4 games of the tournament.
Yeah, like I mean, but I also picked the 13 seed to win, and I think they got crushed. So
I mean, I had Ohio State. Obviously, probably 35% of the field had them. I watched that game, and yeah, I saw how they lost, and guy hit that last shot with like 4 seconds left, and I was like, yeah, they're cooked.
It doesn't even matter though if the one seed wins, it doesn't matter.
Right. It's which again, I haven't watched any college basketball either. Like I literally I did what everybody else did, and I joined all the groups on Underdog and got in all those free contests. And I was like, I had one for work. Obviously, it had the men's and women's bracket, and that's the only 2 I did. And I just ran them in all those. And I was like, yeah, well, I don't really care. I know nothing about it, but we are about to come back.
I'm going to recommend something I think you're going to be a big fan of that I haven't done yet.
Okay. Okay. I'm all ears.
I mean, if Caleb gets there, we take Caleb, right?
Right. I don't think we can pass on Caleb with having Rome.
And Jaden didn't make the long fallback because everyone but once every 7, I think this guy has level. Oh, we're on the clock?
No, we're not yet.
Oh, okay.
We are now.
All right.
What do you
think about bringing up Chuba?
Ooh, I like that.
Because you were really in on.
I'm a fan. Yeah,
you were a big fan last year. I figured you were this year as well.
Well, that's the thing is I wasn't a big fan last year because I was in on Rico.
That's what it was. Yeah, you were big on Rico.
But now I'm back in on Chuba because I was a huge Chuba bull in 2024 when he had his breakout year.
I just want I'm at the field at Chuba and I'm double the field on Brooks. And it's not because I just want the running back that's going to win there. I
took a lot of Brooks early whenever he had no ADP, and then before he got steamed up, I think now he's going shoot dang around the 180s, 160s almost.
No, he's like 155.
Really?
Yeah. I'm fine with it. Because we know that they're not adding.
Yeah. Right.
They added AJ Dillon like that.
Yep.
That's fantastic for both of them.
Right. Yeah.
Honestly.
And I mean, obviously, we haven't got to see Brooks really play yet. The double ACL is not a good thing for him. But yeah, I mean, if the guy smashes and you're still getting him in at pick 150, it's still great value. I mean, if he plays at all, and they're if Canales goes back to just wanting to have a single back like he did in 2024, I was having this kind of discussion with somebody on Twitter yesterday. They were, that's not what's going to happen. That they're going to go back to wanting. They don't want to use 2 backs, and I was like, yeah, they do. I mean, that's exactly what Canales said last year when they brought on Rico. Was that his exact phrase was, "I want to have 2 good running backs that I can use anytime I want. Basically, they can play on any down," and that's what he did.
Then he went back on it and said Rico has earned the starting job. But what Rico didn't understand is that starting job meant you're now a 55-45 guy, not you're the 55 guy, not the 45
You're not going to be
guy.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think me, even as a fantasy guy, didn't understand that. I didn't read through it properly. I made that mistake. Absolutely. But I think that's what's going to happen there. And I think it could be even grosser this year. I think that AJ Dillon could get 10 to 15% carries or something.
God, I hope not.
But I think that it would be we want to make sure Jonathan Brooks is fully good kind of thing.
And
More than
honestly,
likely.
that they might, keep the bubble wrap on him for that reason too. And that's another big reason why and seeing the AG Dillon sign just kind of helped me just be even more all in on Chuba. He's starting to move up. I
Yeah,
mean,
he is.
I saw, which I don't know. Where did we take him at? We took him at 70. So I've been seeing him routine and on DK too. I've been seeing him get moved up to the late 70s, early 70s. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much where he was going to go anyway. But
There's
yeah, I mean,
zero chance of him falling back to us, right?
no,
So like we
no.
got there are a bunch of teams out there that
He's
have him
going zero.
at the 96, 97, or at that the far turn here.
Yeah, I got a
That's,
ton in the 90s. So I did get some good closing line value already.
so something I've been trying to do is if I take a player that's moved up like that, I'm intentionally taking one of these late round darts or doing something different. Like I'm using the extra knowledge that we have,
Yeah,
like to make sure I get something that's different, like adding a Pacheco to it, or adding a Jerome Ford, or like Hollywood Brown. Like
yeah,
not that I'm in on Hollywood Brown, but
yeah.
adding that as a separate,
Christian
right?
Kirk,
Yeah, something like that. That's very low owned at those other ADPs.
Sure. That's a good point and a good strategy too. I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
So we are about to be back on the clock. So far, we got 1, 2, 3, 1. Caleb, Bijan, Chuba, Olave, McLaurin, Roma Dunze, and Brock Bowers. Really like the start. This is probably one of the better starts I've had lately.
Hit wide receiver real quick.
Okay. Wandali, 5'8" Wandali. Coker, Reed.
I'm pretty in on Wandale right now.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, I even like him more on DK, but I think he's going to be a PPR machine again. Yeah.
Click RB real quick. And quarterback. We'll let that time out.
Yeah, I was just going to let Wandale time out, and while
we could either do like I'm fine with Jadarian Price. I'm fine with taking pitch and being done, or Laporta.
I think we're going to take Price.
Okay, and
because Brock, I feel like we can wait on tight end, and I don't know how I totally agree with just taking one and done, but I wouldn't even mind taking like a much later tight end and being done because like a Likely or even like a Chig and just being done at tight end. To be honest, I like Jadarian Price because I honestly do think that he could fall to Seattle. Like every mock that we've seen, he's either going to them at I think it's like 23, and then they also have like pick 60, and it's like every mock is either if they didn't get him in the first one, they're mocking him to be there in the second one. Yeah. Obviously, if that's what happens, he'll have a chance to get meaningful snaps right off the bat. He's already great in the return game, so he's going to be on the roster.
I kind of think Seattle, and this is just my opinion. I'm getting this opinion that Seattle's not going to take an RB in the first. They're going to push it because the only other team that like really, really needs a running back is Washington, and Washington doesn't have a second round pick. So they've got
4 running backs on the roster right now too.
They would force Washington to trade ahead of them to get whoever they want, like Mike Washington, Jadarian Price, or whatever. Unless another team randomly wants to take a round 2 running back, in this class is not supposed to be that strong.
So they say, that's what everybody's saying.
That's what they're saying. I do agree that it's not near as deep. I kind of like the names I like a lot more than I still love Emmett Johnson. Like I don't care.
He's fallen so much, man. Like from whenever the contest first opened.
Yeah.
I'm taking some here and there, but I'm not taking much.
Like I want him to be at 160 now. Like I want those teams
where do you think to that point, like where do you hope that he lands and gives you like value? I mean, obviously, like you said, 160, 170, it don't matter. But it does, but it don't.
I think it's very live for him for Seattle to have a team trade up in front of them and take the guy they want, and then they push it, and then in the third round they take either Coleman or Emmett Johnson, whichever one's left at the end of the third, because they're obviously not prioritizing it. I think they're just sold that when Sharps is healthy, they'll just take him.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing. Are you taking Sharps at the 120, 130?
He goes at 160 now, and like it's almost
I saw him
interesting.
go at 130 the other day. And
Yeah,
I was constantly seeing him go between like 130,
yeah,
125, and
he
135.
he was, and like because they didn't sign anybody in the Wilson stuff.
Manny Wilson, yeah. I
For
saw Manny
me,
Wilson going in like the 160s, and I was like, y'all are crazy.
yeah. Speaking of that, what do you think of C-Rod?
I quoted ETR's little video with Adam and Silva, and honestly, I think they make a good point. You know, Tootin was not the lead back last year for a reason. Chris Rodriguez, they paid him good money, and they know that he can be the early down grinder. He
I'm
feel like
I'm
every much of
absolutely
a
in.
chance to be it as Tootin will have the opportunity.
Yeah, I agree. I'm pretty in on it. Oh, okay, Shuck goes, of course.
Yeah, I knew I was
Um,
eyeing him too, and I was like, okay.
so
What do you
um,
think?
what do you think about either Golden or Jennings?
I like both.
We could do both and try to push Cam Ward. Cam Ward probably doesn't make it back, but if he doesn't, like we're kind of screwed. But like I'm fine with either one. We could just take Malik. We could just push it and take both of these. I'm fine with both.
Um, I, I'm honestly
We could.
I'm
We
backing off Malik at the moment
sounds
because
great. Let's gamble.
they're. I
Let's
just don't know how they are looking like the Jets of
like
last year now, and I mean I know Malik has big upside with the run game, but man, they just traded away Waddle. I mean, obviously they're going to have it's going to be a full youth movement. It looks like, and I just don't know how good that offense is going to be. I'm
let's
terrified. I'm like terrified of taking Malik Willis now. Yeah, I took a lot early. Obviously, while he was moving up, I took some,
right.
and I did take a lot with like Malik Washington because I honestly did think he was going to go to Miami, but I didn't think they were going to ship off their best player either. It's I don't know. I don't know what's going on over in Miami. I know they're going to draft. They're going to get a lot of good draft picks. I know that, but I don't know how good they're going to be this year. But I also like that because wide receiver, I feel like kind of goes dull real quick. And we have three really good, I mean, two really solid. We don't know about Jadarian, but I like the upside still. And quarterback, yeah, I'm fine waiting on. And
Yeah, like
Juwan is going to sign somewhere. So
what are you doing with Mendoza right now?
I know we talked about this on your one of your streams in the chat because I had mentioned how I was taking Mendoza because we were doing a draft together on DK, and I'd taken Mendoza. And I'm kind of like what we talked about there. As long as I've got a good early start quarterback like a Caleb, I'm fine taking him, and I'll probably take a third just because.
Yeah.
There is that chance that they bring in Kirk Cousins or something to start the first few games, and although I hate that, I mean, but look at Dart. I mean, they brought in Russell Wilson. He started 6 games, and then Dart came in. So yeah, that's best case is he comes in, starts the whole season, or worst case he doesn't start till week 5, 6, 7, and then you get the best games out of him when it matters. Hopefully, so.
It's a lot of tight end over there.
Yeah. I was going to say Jalapeno. I was looking at his team. Lamb, HN, ETN. I don't know which one it is. Brees Hall, Bucky. Dang, you went high T, didn't you, Jalapeno? Straight forward.
Like I like, but that's all he's taken, right?
And then Brian, he had paired up the two, the quarterbacks, Jaden Reed, Worthy, Kittle, and Strange. Do you have any?
Yeah. So like the Mendoza thing, like we have Mendoza available. We have Cam Ward available.
Cam Ward, Mendoza.
And like I mean, you could always
still got
like
Bryce Young. I mean, obviously
but,
we got we do have Chuba.
Yeah,
I've been taking Geno. I have.
I like Geno, and I actually like him there.
Yeah, I mean the price is just way too good. I mean, we know he's going to be the starting quarterback. Will he be there in the late weeks? That's the question. But if he gives you a couple of 25-point games in the early part of the season, he's going to set you up in those later weeks, anyways. So,
do you mind clicking RB?
Sure.
Like I think we go 1 RB, 1 quarterback here.
Yeah.
C-Rod win, it looks like.
I mean, and I wouldn't even be
Oh, no,
opposed
he's
to.
down there.
I wouldn't even be opposed to doing the double tap Carolina if Bryce is still there. Mendoza
So
just went, so
you would want Bryce over
Cam Ward.
Cam Ward? I'm fine with either. I kind of prefer.
No, there goes Cam. Damn it.
All right, so do we still have Bryce?
Did somebody take Bryce too? Oh wow, they took him right here. I didn't even see that.
So
what do you want to do?
Go with Brooks.
John Brooks.
Let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
And then hit quarterback again. We could just
Jones,
go the naked Daniel Jones, or we could just.
I honestly like taking Daniel because with them giving him that extension, I think that he's going to be ready earlier than expected.
Yeah,
and he's already moved up a ton, so I think it's fine. He's kind of like in a Mendoza spot too, where even if he doesn't play the first 3 or 4 games, we're going to get still hopefully get the best games out of him when it matters. So I like that. I don't mind that a bit.
Yeah, and I'm I want stacks, but at the same time, I just want to make sure I have one stack. I'm not going to force all 3 stacks.
And didn't Sam Berman, the $2 million winner who won BBM, did he even have a stack on his team?
No, he had Kittle. Okay. He every single everybody's like, oh, he wasn't stacked. No, the stack just didn't matter.
Exactly. And I've gotten to that. I've kind of gotten to that point too. Like, yes, I do want to stack, absolutely, but I'm also just want to get good players on good teams. I feel like that is almost just as equally important. Because just for that reason, he had one stack partner, but most people are wanting to do double stacks, triple stacks, and it's like, okay, but
I think he had a double stack on the Saints and a single stack on the Niners and Panthers, I believe.
Yeah, I know Ramondre was a big winner for him.
I think he had Juwan Johnson and Olave.
Yeah, did have the Saints double stack.
And I think he just had Tet. He might have had Rico too. I think he had Rico. I think he might have had that. I'm not sure. But he only had and that's kind of what I'm doing. Especially when it's somebody like Daniel Jones. I know he just got hurt and he's probably going to run less, but he does have the ability to run. So having those guys unstacked, if the other part is stacked, the stacked pieces will definitely help you get through, right? A lot easier. But it doesn't, it's not always the right thing. And I know this by playing a bunch of dailies last year.
Right.
I know there was a bunch of times that the
non-stacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, I know that season long, obviously a little bit different strategy there, but to that point, like I said, I've gotten I kind of started doing that last year too. But this year I've not just been pulling up to stack. I've not been, you know what I mean? But I'm not doing it every single time. If there's a better player at a position that I need, I'm going to take that person about, 60% of the time.
Oh,
and stack the other 30 or 40%. But
the other thing is that we could take, with Jones, it feels a little worse, but I was going to recommend to throw on Michael Penix
for Atlanta stack
with the Bijan stack, because people don't do that very often. But with Daniel Jones being the guy, if he does start off slow, we still have Caleb, but I'm kind of getting this feeling that it's going to be a little longer than a week or two, right?
For DJ.
For Penix.
Penix. Yeah, I know. I haven't really seen any reports that are suggesting that I don't really know what his time frame's looking like.
All right, so I'm going to say this. If the 2 hold doesn't take Juwan Johnson, we absolutely take it so he doesn't get the shucks pairing.
I know. That was actually going to be my recommendation too, is to get.
We can do something pretty fun here, actually. Maybe you don't think it's fun.
Chick is still here. If we want to do something up here up top,
we could do that. We could just go Jacoby plus James Conner. If you're completely out on James Conner, I'm fine with the tight end as well. Like if we want to go with tight end, let's go with the tight end first. Any of them?
Okay. Now, yeah, I do like Chig. I do think he's going to be I think that's. I think he's going to smash this year.
Go back
and
up
we
to
can stop. And we
I
can
kind of
stop
like
now.
Emmett Johnson here, if you don't mind.
No, I'm totally fine taking Emmett. I'm not honestly. I think there could be an absolute chance that James Conner is cooked.
It's possible, but right now
that injury, man. Yeah. Well, I think that's still up for debate at this moment. I don't know where Benson's coming in. I don't know how that. I know what I want to think is that Tyler Algier is going to be the early down back, and that James Conner will likely play the two on early downs. So probably take some series maybe, and then Benson is kind of that change of pace, kind of like they had DeMarcado last year. But honestly, we could just be totally wrong too.
I kind of think that the Cardinals are a team that will take either Damon Claiborne or Emmett Johnson.
Yeah.
Like a third down stop, like a passing down back. Like Emmett's not a good blocker though. Like that's the big downside on him is I don't think he's a great blocker.
Okay. Definitely hurts his passing down work, yeah.
But he is so shifty.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like his film, man. I do think he is a good back. Obviously he's fallen because of the combine and not doing did he do all of them or did he not do
He did
some?
everything and
that's right.
It hurt him.
Because I was going to say, he was the one who did everything and now he's getting hurt by it.
He ran a horrible 3-cone, like horrendous 3. It was 7.27. It was the worst. It was worse than every single wide receiver and like most of the tight ends and stuff. It was bad.
Wow.
And
that's not good.
But you watch the film and it absolutely looks like he should be awesome at that. So I kind of think it could be that whoever trained him didn't train him well.
Yeah, man. And that whole discussion on saying that they should test or they shouldn't, I'm in the camp of, I would not, it kind of goes back to school. You got good test takers and you got bad test takers. When they do the standardized test, it's like you put all that stock into one appearance, one showing, and that could be career defining, like just like that. That's a prime example. Yeah. So I have no issues with guys electing not to do drills.
And some people just crack under pressure. Like
exactly,
whenever it's like that, but then like in a
you
game,
see it on the tape, you put them under the lights, and it's a totally different situation. You know?
So I just brought up Emmett Johnson's pass blocking from last year. So on PFF, and you can whatever PFF grades, but like it's the one source we have, right?
Yeah.
Pass blocking 70, like week 1, 73.7, 72. 70, 64, a 29, a 77, a 13, 72, 36, 70, 77, 58. So like it's weird because like he has a bunch of really good numbers, but then when he gets blown, whenever he's having a bad game, it's like they pick
bad, huh?
It's bad. It's real bad.
Yeah.
So, and that's probably not great for the NFL.
No.
know, like a defensive coordinator is going to be like, oh, okay.
Are you taking? Just thinking of late running backs. Are you taking any Nick Singleton?
I did not like him before the broken foot.
Really? Okay.
I was not a fan. And I've went over that a bunch. So
I've taken him a couple times. Just because he's so dang cheap, and they everything points to him being a full go by the time the season starts. So I don't know.
Now, I'll explain why. It was because I expected him to be like a round 13 pick.
Yeah.
So I took an absolute bag at 190.
Oh, really?
And then I was going to just sit on it because I didn't like his profile at all. But he does profile as the big spike week upside guy.
Yeah.
So, if I'm wrong, I want some shares at the cheap price. And then he broke his foot and, now I just feel bad about the shares I have because I can get it for free now.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
so like,
And that's also kind of why, because I didn't take hardly any in the early going, and
like
because
I think he's
honestly, at first I thought when he got the broken foot, I was like, well, shit, he's not going to play this year.
yeah.
And then the more I did I was like, okay, well, he is. We are about to be back up.
Gino's still there, right?
Gino's still here, and I love him for it. Or we could do the Penix thing if you want to. Since we do have Bijan.
I think we do one. Yeah, let's do Gino.
Which one? Okay, I like Gino.
Hit tight end.
Okay.
I know we have two. Is Mason Taylor there?
Nope.
Okay. So
he just went right before us too.
Click wide receiver. That guy's trying to snipe us on that.
He sniped us a lot, I think.
Yeah.
Mooney's there.
I like Mooney.
Yeah, Mooney's there. I think he's a nice one. I mean, we could do running back here if you want.
I think we wait.
Okay, I'm fine waiting. I like Mooney.
So anybody who watches my streams, and we don't have a ton of I don't think that guy's watching, and if he is, congratulations for the free information.
He's taking a couple of our guys.
My favorite pick on the board right now is Emari Demercado.
With the Chiefs now, I think I like that call. Jalapeno. Hang on, let me hold that thought. I was just going to read this one real quick. What's up with AJ Barner? He's falling a lot lately. I mean, I guess the hardest part is he's only worth really taking if you stack him, right? And Darno goes so late that a lot of the times it's like, I don't know, it's not just a really fun, beautiful stack there. It's not pretty. It's I don't know. Are you in on AJ Barner? I've got some, but I don't have. I mean, I'm not just clicking him to click him.
I'm around the field on the Seahawks running back one.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's my normal joke. I say it almost every stream. Because I think it's hilarious.
Yeah. It very well might be.
But I think he's a really good pick, and I think Zero's right. Like, people are kind of bored with it.
Yeah, that's what he's saying there. A lot of times got good news and boredom with Barner. Yeah, and again, he's just not a flashy pick. It's not.
Well, he's not a flashy pick. They let Walker go. Charbonnet's not healthy. They haven't done anything at running back. So, you just look at it, and it kind of feels like the Seahawks may just be super okay, just taking a step back, taking their Super Bowl.
They lost Kubiak,
chilling for a year, and trying to reset for another year or something.
Or Oreo is still alive. Yeah, I still see a lot of people talking about Torrey Horton too. I mean,
Torrey Horton was my stand pick early on because I was
taking a lot of him too, man. The injury bug really hurt him, and then they signed Shaheed, which Shaheed's back now, so that's exactly help.
I was pretty positive Shaheed was gone.
Yeah, I did not think they were going to pay him that kind of money. I was kind of shocked, to be honest, to not pay Kenneth Walker, but to pay him. It's like, okay. But I mean, I do understand the extra value he brings in the return game on special teams. I mean, he's a freak for special teams too. So,
well, the wide receiver market is also so I get letting them go and paying the wide receiver more because the market's the market. But Algier got $6 million. Rico got $6 million.
Yep.
Chris Rodriguez got $4.5. Najee.
Rashad White only got 2.
By the way, Najee's still out there and very alive.
Brian Robinson's still alive.
Yeah, either one of those in Seattle is a smash pick. Okay, so
what are you thinking?
Read off so we got Emmett. So I like a guy like Jerome Ford, Emari Demercado here, or Najee.
Yeah, I'd like to have
Brian Robinson's great too.
Yeah, I think Robinson's fine. I think he's going to sign somewhere and maybe be more than he was last year, hopefully.
And
I do like adding a vet back because obviously we need some.
Do we want to add 2?
I don't mind it. Who else you thinking?
We could take a home run swing with Damon Claiborne, or we could take Najee. We could take Singleton. I think all of them work here.
Singleton still here? Do you want to take Demercado?
I've been taking them every draft. Number one, so this is kind of what I was talking.
Shores up our room, and we're really good at wide receivers.
Well, we have 2 rookies, and we have double running back from the same team. So during that bye week,
did we just time out?
Oh, you have. I love Jeremy Bernard, so that's fantastic.
I don't know what just happened though, because I thought
you have position limits set.
Oh no, I didn't even realize that.
It's all good. You probably
I forgot about that.
You probably autoed the little Dalmatian or two last year, the $1 one, and set up rankings, and it's still there. Yeah, it's
Exactly. I did set my limits, and
I did it too.
I think early on I was telling myself, because I was taking so many early running backs, I was like, don't take more than 6, because
okay.
So that's probably what happened there.
There's a lot of guys down here that I'm okay with. But to go back to the DeMarcado thing or the Jerome Ford,
yeah,
like originally I said, whenever I pull up a player like Chuba to that round and have a unique team, like I'm paying up for a player who's going later.
Yeah,
I want to get unique by information. DeMarcado is getting unique by information. Jerome Ford is getting unique by information. Darnell Mooney is getting unique by information.
Yeah.
Geno Smith is a big one because he wasn't getting drafted like at all.
Right.
Then. So and
he's still dirt cheap.
So most of the teams that have Chuba later won't have we won't be really competing against, we may be competing against them, but we have clear outs to them.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
I think that's fine. And taking the rookie wide receiver was kind of pretty nice because the Jets are very alive to take a guy like Jeremy Bernard as well.
Sure.
They absolutely need another guy. I think they're going to go earlier, but
and that makes me think of what we're going to be able to do on this next pick here, because obviously it's going to have to be a tight end or a wide receiver. So,
well, no, you can still select and click the draft button, even though you're left.
I could have swore that's what I did, and it would not let me. I thought I hit draft, and then it gave me Jeremy Bernard.
Maybe it timed out right as you were doing it. It's probably
could have, but
go ahead and hit running back real quick. Is DeMarcado still there?
Yeah,
he is. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with taking another wide receiver as well.
I'm totally fine with our tight end room. If we're putting a huge bet on Brock Bowers, so might as well keep it that way.
I'm fine doing.
Who are some of these late wide receivers? Are you liking any of some of these scroll down guys?
My one of my stands was Bryce Lance.
Bryce Lance.
I took Bryce Lance in my very first draft on 125 before the combine.
Oh really?
Yeah. But I knew I was only going to take a couple shares there because I wanted to make sure he was actually the height, weight, speed guy I thought he was.
Yeah.
Because best case scenario, he goes in maybe the second round, probably the third. And even at a fourth round pick, he's worth mixing in. But everybody's mixing him in now. He was going to be my Pat Bryant, my surprise third round pick guy. I wanted 4 to 5% on.
So do you want to go DeMarcado?
I think I want to go DeMarcado if we can.
Yeah.
So it timed out as you were clicking it.
It had to have been, because there's no way. I know. I'm pretty sure. I thought I had it in, but I had it queued up too. Was the weird thing. I don't know why it didn't go off the star. That's weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something weird happened there. But yeah, the whole Bryce Lance thing. I honestly haven't gotten into him much.
So I'll give you the whole rundown on Bryce Lance. Number one, I don't know how much you know.
I don't really know much about him. I'll be flat out honest.
North Dakota State. Played 4 years at North Dakota State. They won a national title year 2 because they're North Dakota State. Every 4 years year 3. Once every 4 years at minimum they win one. Gotcha. He's Trey Lance's brother.
Okay.
He turned down at the year that they won the national title or the FCS championship.
Yeah.
He had, I think it was 17 touchdowns or 21 touchdowns. Hold on. I have it right here. I'll find it for sure.
That's a healthy amount.
Wide receiver. Where's my boy at?
Guess I'll go.
Bryce Lance. So in 2024, he had 75 receptions, 1,069 yards, 17 touchdowns. Last year, he had 51 receptions, 1,000 touchdowns. It is against lesser competition. Absolutely. Yeah. He had a 3.57 yards per route run last year. The year before, with the 17 touchdowns, he had 2.81. All the other numbers kind of line up with that. Well, he turned down, like, him and Skylar Bell are both players I really like, and both
Yeah,
of
I've been
them,
taking Bell. I have been taking some Bell.
both of them got 7-figure offers from Power 4 schools and turned them down to stay with the team that actually originally gave them a contract.
That's interesting.
But then he went to the combine, and both of them went to the combine and showed that they actually belong
Yeah.
with that talent of players. So like
Hmm.
like I don't think the combine matters for a whole bunch of players,
Yeah.
but I do think that in some situations like that it can matter.
Right. No, I didn't honestly. I have not done my homework on him, so that's pretty interesting to know because I probably need to start taking some in. I've taken a lot of Jacoby Lane. Jacoby Lane's kind of been my last round rookie guy for the most part. I got a ton of Jacoby Lane, and I just really like his raw talent. To be honest, I think he has the ability to 6'4", runs a 4.4. But no, the Bryce Lance, I just hadn't really done any research on.
There's like 6 players that are the same guys, and it's Brazel, Ted Hurst, Lane, Bryce Lance,
Chris Bell.
Chris Bell, I think, is a way more polished guy than those guys.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
And I'll get to him here in a second.
I was gonna say I was looking down here to see.
Yeah, I think it's just those guys. But like all of those guys like play the same exact style of role.
Yeah.
One of them's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Like I'm picking my choice pick is Bryce Lance, and my second pick is Brazel.
I watched some tape on Brazil, and honestly, I just wasn't as enthused as a lot of people are on.
Did you watch his Tulane stuff?
No, I mean, of course, I didn't pull up full games. I was trying to watch as many highlights. I'm not a film truther, I guess you would call them.
Like I love watching it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I could if I had enough hours in the day, but I want to see how they look in the biggest times, and most of those highlights are really what I watch. Try to watch that's what I did right before I started drafting. The first week I was trying to look at all the rookies that were kind of had big names and trying to make my own assumptions, and that's what really got me on Jacoby Lane a lot. Was just because I really liked his highlight. Man, he's I think he's going to be really good too. And you mentioned him in that group, so I think that's kind of my bet to be the one.
Well, he's a very interesting pick because his highlights are some of the best tape you'll ever see. His lowlights are really not great.
Yeah. That's kind of what I've heard too. And
it comes down to coaching
and stuff. Yeah.
If he goes to a team with a really good coach that can help him with that stuff,
develop him,
it's like
because he does need polishing. Like he definitely does need. But that's what I was saying. Like the raw talent that he has, is ridiculous. So jalapeno. Yeah, let's recap the team and then we'll recap jalapenos too.
Sounds good.
So we had the one hole. We went 3-7-8-2. Bijan, Brock Bowers, Chris Olave, Terry McLaurin, Roma Dunze paired with Caleb, Chuba, Wandall, Jadarian Price, Matthew Golden, Juwan Jennings, John Brooks, DJ, Chig, Emmett Johnson, Geno Smith, Darnell Mooney, B-Rob, Jeremy, and then Emery DeMarcado. Before we go to jalapenos, what are you ranking the team on a 1 to 10? I always try to have everybody rank the team.
This is the first time I've seen Geno come back that far for a long time.
Yeah, I think that's excellent value.
Quarterback with Daniel Jones feels really good. I think it's like a B plus A minus. B plus A minus.
Yeah, that's I was thinking it was like a 7-8. So like out of a 10,
yeah,
that's roughly about a B minus.
Like we took we filled through the flex everywhere. Before we went out and took extra picks.
I agree.
And then we aren't positive. Like I know we pulled Chuba up, and then we also took Brooks, which is kind of a bet against it. But I need to do that. Like with a couple backfields, I do think that it's very live to be good. And
I mean, look at last year, Rico and Chuba.
Chuba. Like if you just take that as a backfield and not as Chuba was a bad pick and he was a bad pick and he was a good pick. Well, Chuba had the spikes late in the season, right?
Right. When it mattered.
Mattered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the funny thing is Rico was the one that got you there, but Chuba was the one that you needed in the end.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was kind of funny that way. But yeah, I agree. Like we took a lot of early good solid floor guys, I think.
And I think the double rookie on this specific team and then the two veterans at the very end to get us some points if it takes those rookies a while.
I agree.
Oh yeah, Chuba spiked after it mattered. That's right. It was week 18 and in the playoff.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. It didn't matter for us.
Yeah. That is correct.
That is a good point. Well, let's look at jalapenos here. City Lamb, Achan, Brees Hall, very high T start, Bucky Irving. I want to ask, are you drafting Bucky Irving? Because I'm absolutely not. And I haven't.
I am finally drafting him. I was not drafting him at all. I drafted him for like 2 days whenever Rachaad White was like officially gone, which I kind of expected the whole time.
Yeah,
like in the 24 hours that they said they weren't going to tender Sean Tucker, I took a bunch of Bucky. And like I'm mad at myself for that because I was
why would more worried that no team was going to pay Sean Tucker at all? Like,
so Steve and I done a running back workload show this week. They only let Bucky, like, of the 18 snaps he was healthy for that they had inside the 5-yard line, he only got 3.
I posted that. He got 0. Yeah, I posted that.
He had 3 for the season.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
They brought that.
Sean Tucker had like 18.
They brought that guy back. Well, they also said that they were going to use him more as a pass catcher. And then they go out and get Kenneth Gainwell, who led the Steelers in receptions last year.
I just cannot click Bucky in where he's going.
So I've been taking him because in some of my rooms he's fallen to like 45. I'm like, okay.
There's definitely a price threshold there that I just haven't found yet. But yeah, he goes too early for me at the moment.
If he goes like where basically the middle of the 4th is where I'm taking him. And I'm taking him a little bit there only because it's unique. Like if I got a fall somewhere before that, I'm taking him every time because uniqueness matters way more than actual like ability at some points. So like I had a team yesterday that like I had 2 of the top so many players or whatever, and then I had Jacobs fall back to the right side of the board, and then Bucky fell back to there. And I'm like, well, this is a very unique combination. And even though I don't love Bucky here, I prefer the wide receiver. Like if you get that team to the finals, you have an out, like a clear out. So that's like it ended up being a team that is basically I think I even pulled Nico up on that team. I think it was like Almond on Nico.
Yeah.
And then to get unique, and then Jacobs came back. So it ended up basically having 3 third-round picks on it, essentially, which is just unique.
Very, yeah.
Right. And not saying that it's correct, but like I want the clear outs when I can.
You want that in your portfolio, obviously, especially if you're doing volume. I mean, you've got to try to get some of that in there. But I agree. And then Jalapeno saying, that's where I remember him going, right in the 23, 24, 25 range. And that was just like, absolutely not. But falling into the 40s, that's probably where I'd start looking to buy. Yeah. But right now, which he's fallen, but I just have not made the click yet. But so Bucky's, and then you took Cam, which again, I'm terrified now that the Giants do take Love because I'm more worried about their worry about Scatterbo's longevity, the way he plays. I think they could possibly just be worried that he's just going to run himself into the ground, and get majorly hurt some way. But I don't know. And I also took a lot of Tyrone Tracy. I will say that all transparent there. I've got a ton of Tyrone Tracy.
I'm just in on the Giants backfield because I think they're both underpriced because I think Love's not going to go there. And if Jeremiah Love goes there, I personally don't think it's a good situation for anyone. Like I
No,
don't think it's a good situation for Love because Scadabo's going to steal some touchdowns. Like it's
yeah,
going to happen.
right.
And Tyrone Tracy is definitely an above replacement level player.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I
yeah,
don't know, man. I don't know. I'm interested to see where he lands, but
yeah, I am too.
Scadaboo, yeah, BTJ, he's been falling a lot. I want to say he's been falling more than that, but
He does, but he doesn't come back to where he's picking either.
no, he wouldn't have came back. No,
Yeah.
Dak, T Law for BTJ, Jaden Reed, and to that point, are you drafting? Which I know we took Golden, and I've been taking a lot of Golden lately with Romeo, Dobbs' departure. Do you have a favorite here between the two? I'm Golden because I just feel like he has more upside. I love Jaden Reed as a player, but the fact that he can't get anything more than slot snaps just makes me.
I'm over on every Packer.
Are you?
I think that so I don't think the market has adjusted to Dobbs being gone. And I don't like Golden moved up like 15 picks when Dobbs left. Nobody else has moved.
Right.
Christian Watson moved backwards. Tucker Kraft moved backwards.
Yeah.
Jaden Reed goes 3 or 4 picks ahead of where he did. But I got 19% Kraft, 16% Jaden Reed. I'm finally up to 8.8% Golden.
How much love do you have?
14%.
Okay. I was gonna say. I mean, I figured you'd have to.
Yeah, he's my number one own quarterback. And I don't love it. I no pun intended, but I really don't I don't want to be in on the Packers, but I think
I'm hard. Yeah,
I think the ADP is too good.
I agree, but I don't know. Some weeks they just rely on Josh Jacobs, and it's like a slow.
Yeah.
No passing hardly, and then some weeks it looks like Jordan Love's going to throw for 500 yards, and it's like, oh, but then you have some, like you mentioned, it's not just one guy. You got Romeo Dobbs who had, I forgot how many games under 40 or 50 yards last year, and it's just like that offense is so frustrating.
And then he had a 26 and a 22 pointer, zero there. Every Packer so Sky Moore and Marshawn Lloyd. So
yeah.
I have more Damian Martinez than Marshawn Lloyd this year. Who is a Packer?
I have more Chris Brooks than all of them. I was actually hammering Emmanuel Wilson, thinking that they were going to tender him and bring him back with how good he was whenever Josh Jacobs was out, and then they let him go, and I was like, oh shit! But then he got a favorable landing spot, so I'm totally fine with that.
I just think that every single Packer is going to have big spikes. That's just where I'm at. I think that what Zero says, I'm a Packers fan, temper expectations, enjoy the spikes. I will draft 0 of Packers if I was in redraft. I would not have any of them.
Best ball, they are definitely a best ball team. And I agree. And that's I probably should be evened out on Golden and Jaden Reed. I'm sorry, but I can't take Chris. I've taken some Christian Watson. I'm not saying I won't be a 0, but I'll be like a 1 to 2%, maybe 3 on Christian Watson. I don't love the price.
I was bullish on it before, and he's moved down, and I just don't want to take all the So, yeah, I don't know. I like his price a lot more than Brian Thomas and all those guys that go right after him now.
I think it's crazy that Parker Washington is still going as high as he is, knowing that
Well, especially on underdog. Over on drafters, I think he goes at 55.
I was trying to
because it's full PPR.
Yeah, and that's why on DK he's going before Myers and BTJ, which I just think is crazy. Where is he at? Where are you?
I was taking to 0. I was taking Watson and then turning around the corner and taking Evans in a bunch of my draft, and then coming back around and taking DJ Moore. Those were the players that I liked at that time. Yeah. So, but now Watson, now they're just flipped, so it didn't matter. It just didn't matter.
Right. No, that's a good point.
If they were together, it just didn't matter. So.
Yeah, I'd probably be a little less on the Packers. I'm much less than you are, but yeah, Jaden Reed, Worthy. I haven't gotten to Worthy a ton. Just seeing how he fell pretty much fully out of rotation last year. Unless something happens with Rice and his legal issues or whatever, Worthy's worthless to me. But he was getting outplayed by Tyquan Thornton, and he had one of the worst separation numbers in the league of all last year. I don't know, man. I can't get to Worthy. Kittle obviously is going to have his issues coming back from the injury. Brenton Strange obviously paired him up with T-Law. Omar Cooper, you big Omar Cooper guy?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've got quite a few shares of him in the very last round or two.
So the main reason I slammed so many drafts, I had 40 drafters done of the main before the combine. Okay. And my two big stands, one of them is an absolute smash and the other one was not a smash. And it was Omar Cooper. I had 67% at pick 200.
Oh, sheesh.
And then Emmett Johnson, I had 60% at pick 125. So one
worked out. Yeah, it's almost like they regressed to the mean of each other.
Yeah. So and my DraftKings is the same way. So, but I'm still a believer that he's going to be fine.
Yeah, I agree. I do like Omar. I like Surratt too. Yeah. I think Surratt. I think honestly, I know everybody loves Cooper because of his big play ability, but I think Surratt is actually more of a natural NFL wide receiver than he is.
I think Surratt is a lot more landing spot dependent than Cooper because
True. I think that's definitely going to play a big part.
Surratt needs a precision passer. If he goes to the Vikings or wherever Anthony Richardson is, or Will Malik or to the Dolphins, it's not good.
No.
If he goes to any of those, it's just not good.
I agree. It is very, and that's a bit. I was taking a lot early on in the drafting season, and then I kind of scaled back a little bit. I'm like, I agree. It's going to be very dependent.
Yeah.
Jerry Jeudy, absolutely not. Love Dylan Sampson. Made a post about him a day or two ago. Still think he's excellent value. They didn't add anybody else, at least at this point. Ford's gone. We don't know how healthy Judkins is going to be. I mean, somebody told me the other day that he didn't have a major injury. I'm like, he broke his leg, dude. I know it's not just major, but it's not an ACL. It's
right. What I've been saying is him and Judkins Judkins and Scatterbo have been they were diagnosed with basically the same injury.
Yeah.
I know the Judkins ones will look worse, or the Scatterbo one
definitely looked worse.
But I don't I think I believe, and I need to double check this. I'm going to do it after the stream, but I believe medically it was near the same thing. The recovery time was really close together.
Yeah.
Which was only 6 months on both of them at the high end, which feels way wrong. It just doesn't feel right. But I'm not going to argue that it didn't matter. I'm just going to all I can do is look at what the suggested timeline is. I'm not a doctor.
Right. Yeah, and I think someone made a good point. I think it was Tony Pollard that had nearly the same injury.
Yeah, and he was back, but he wasn't right.
He was awful. He had no burst. He had no explosion. His efficiency was terrible. And again, not saying that that's what's going to happen, but that's what makes both of those guys such hard clicks for me.
Pacheco.
Yeah. There's so many cases that have already happened, and then the guys come back not nearly what they were, and that's the hard part for two rookies that do that. The good thing is they've got age on their side, but the bad thing is if they don't come back to near what they were in their rookie season before they got hurt, which both guys were playing extremely well. Judkins for the situation he was in with the Browns, but we know how Scatterbo was starting to take over the backfield there in New York. But yeah. I just feel like where they're going now, they're priced up so much. Both of those guys. Well, Judkins obviously was a late pick because of all the legal issues he had ran into last year before he signed with Cleveland, and then he moved up the board a lot. But Scatterbo was 120 pick, 130 pick. I mean, now he's going at 50, 45. You know, such a major price difference, and that it feels like they're not even baking in the injury. Like, I don't know.
I disagree. I believe that if he wasn't hurt at all last year, he'd be going at like the 2-3 turn.
I could see that. I mean, yeah, if he played the whole season and we knew he undoubtedly,
right,
yeah,
but the injury did happen. Like,
yes.
They are talking about being the dumbest team to ever exist. They are talking about that.
Yeah.
I'll keep ripping them. I don't care.
Yeah, I get it. AJ Barner, Horton, I think we were just talking about Horton when you made this pick, Jalapeno. Vidal, which Keaton Mitchell probably just snatched his chain too.
I disagree completely.
I don't know, man. I think Vidal is more of a back like Hampton, he can do a little bit of both. Whereas Keaton is kind of that smaller scat back, really fast, big playability. I think they are in different roles, but I think the problem is Vidal couldn't even beat out Hassan Haskins for the longest time, and which it might have been special teams oriented there, but I don't know, man. Vidal played great, whenever Hampton went down, but it just didn't make me feel comfy knowing that he had to come up through like 3, promotions to get to be where he was.
I mean, they actually cut him and brought him back to the team. That's why
exactly. It's like I get type stuff,
But like, number one, it's super late. Number two, like, Vidal is going to be their third down back. That's like not Keaton Mitchell, because Keaton Mitchell he's not a receiver. He's never been a receiver. Let me triple check this.
Oh, I was going to say, I honestly have not looked at his receiving numbers.
So last year,
I guess I just thought he would be a good receiving back.
He looks like he should be.
Right. He looks like
he had 12 targets for 9 reception in the backfield with Derrick Henry, who had a total of 15 receptions.
Well, they played Rashawn Ali as a third down back, not him. So that was definitely mind-boggling too. But
or a sign that he's not good at it. I don't think he's I'm not saying Mitchell's like the worst pick on the board.
But you're obviously saying you don't think he's a great. Well, now he's moving up to like 155. So
yeah, I don't like him now.
There's a lot of risk where he's going now compared to where he was going before he signed it with the Chargers.
The way I view it is he's a pure handcuff for Hampton, and Vidal's role is going to be secure.
Okay.
And that's a Mike McDaniel offense, and he's going to rotate some people in and out. Mitchell will get 5-6 carries a game. He could easily break one for 60 yards.
Yeah. And obviously that's what you want in best ball. But
with the blocking that McDaniel's going to do, all that stuff.
Right.
But I just think that I personally don't think that he's going to be able to learn how to do the passing game stuff. Or maybe and remember,
Hampton's a really good receiver too. So,
yeah.
They probably won't have it. They probably won't exactly have a need for third down back other than Hampton unless he's injured or a spell type of deal.
Yeah, so I think that he's going to spike some, but I don't want him above Chris Rodriguez, who could be the starter. I don't want him what's the path of him going to be the starter? Jonathan Brooks could easily just win out the job eventually. As I like Chuba, I'm rooting for Chuba, but Dave Brooks, they spent a second round pick on Jonathan Brooks.
Yeah,
with him on the team,
they're very high on Jonathan Brooks. Right. We know that,
and if he's healthy, he's gonna get a chance. Chris Rodriguez could just be the guy there eventually. He could win that out. There are picks down there that have a chance to just win the starting job without injury.
Yeah.
I just and Mitchell's starting to go above those guys.
Yeah,
I don't get that. I don't get that.
Yeah, I've not gotten to Keaton Mitchell a lot lately. I was taking him whenever he was going in the 200s. I mean,
right.
190s to 200s.
was
I'm not taking him much now.
He was a fantastic pick back then.
Yeah, and that was the main reason. Yeah, I was like, that's love him at that price. Starting to really hate him at his new price.
Does that team have 5 tight ends?
Which one? Where?
The one with the 4 at the very end.
Yes,
and then Isaiah Likely up top.
Yeah.
Or the 6?
5.
Okay.
Okay. So take every random shot in there, or what? Does he even have Stafford? No, he don't even have Stafford. Well, that's funny.
He should have added Tangent, or he should have added Higbee.
I was gonna say, yeah, Higbee.
You might as well go
the whole room if you're gonna go that far.
Man, you might as well go in. Yeah.
But so Vidal, Tez Johnson, he's gotten a little bit of buzz as a late round pick. Zacchaeus, obviously, I do like the spot landing there in Atlanta. I've taken some of him, mostly whenever I've gotten to, and I have mixed up like Tua and Penix because I think at this point either one could start and the other one could lose a job and vice versa.
I don't know about you, but I'm kind of viewing it as Penix starts late, Tua starts early. So like on a Mahomes team as a third quarterback, I'm more likely to take like the quarterbacks coming off injury, like Bo Nix, Tua, or Bo Nix, Mahomes, Daniel Jones. I'm more likely to take Tua.
And I have taken more Tua because I do think that
if he just plays well, he's like if he's playing well, they're not going to pull.
It's a whole new staff. I mean, there's no ties to Michael Penix here.
No.
If he, I totally agree. If Tua starts the season, wins a few games, is playing well, what's to say that Penix comes right back in and is automatic starter? I don't agree with that either, and that's a big reason why I have been taking some more Tua. Like I probably have more Tua than I do, which I only started taking him more routinely when he signed with Atlanta because I take a lot of Drake London because nobody really wants him, and somehow he falls to me every time, and I've taken a lot of Drake London. So I'm usually looking for one of those guys, and I have taken a lot more to it lately.
Nice,
but
I don't think it's bad. I like Jalapeno's team.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Vidal. So I have 14% both Hampton and Vidal.
Okay, so you're
I'm just
playing it that way.
I'm just in. Like, and I'm kind of doing that. Like, I think this year I'm going to do more call my shots on what teams I want to target.
Right.
And kind of target the entire thing. Like, if I like one of the players a little more, obviously, if I want to be 9% and 12%, great, But I kind of want to just pick the teams that I think are valuable.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of that goes back to kind of what I was saying earlier, like with the whole stacking compared to just taking best available player at the time. Like, I just want to take players who I feel like are going to just smash for their team if they're there, opposed to taking a wide receiver 2 on the team that is just because I got a quarterback. I mean, I don't know. That's kind of the way I'm starting to trying to play it drafting wise more than just, hey, you got to have the stack. But either way, I mean, it plays both ways.
Absolutely. Was there anybody else in here with us? It did instant fill, so probably not.
I don't think so. Like I said, I didn't realize, or I know I've drafted a lot with Roto Street Wolf.
Yeah. If you're in here, say something.
But yeah, if you were in the draft, let us know. If you were in the draft, let us know. Like I said, I do know that, I have drafted a lot with Roto, but I don't believe I really know any of these other names other than Jalapeno.
Yeah. I do need to make sure, like I told you before, you were one of the first names I wrote down whenever I was making my list. And I'm like, I'm just going to wait till he starts streaming again and then message him. So we'll get something figured out for you to come over on my channel at some point.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. Just let me know. Like I said, I'm going to try to start doing 1 to 2 a week on my own on the YouTube channel myself. And then I'm going to also be doing guests. So yeah, just get with me, man. We'll make it happen on yours too. And obviously I plan to have you again because we got a long drafting season ahead.
So like I do my normal time, which probably doesn't work for you every week, but like I'm going to start doing Sunday nights at 6:30 p.m. because a lot of people it'd be easier for them to do a Sunday evening. I don't if you're East Coast, it'd be 7:30 p.m.
I'm Central, so
Okay, yeah, so it'd be 6:30 p.m. Like I could make it like a Sunday night. It's not like guaranteed has to be that time. And
yeah.
then I might randomly do some Saturday guest things, but Saturdays are like
So yeah,
in between my 12-hour shifts. So
right. That yeah. Usually
I could
Saturdays I'm probably not going to draft unless I just absolutely have kids might be gone or something, and I'm just sitting at the house. But most of mine will probably be during the weekdays. That way, because obviously people are home, people are able to do more. Weekends get tough. Kids have sporting events, and then going out of town, or especially with summer coming up. So, but yeah, like I said, we will definitely be doing it again. And hit me up. We'll get something on the books again. And I appreciate you coming on, man. I guess let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Great team, got us labeled. So nice. I'll remember the team. You are the first episode of Extend the Drive. So
I think our team that we drafted on my channel last year missed out on the playoffs by 3 points or something. It was it was really close team if I remember right.
I hate to hear that. Yeah. That's tough.
I mean, it probably wasn't going to do anything anyway. They never do. They never do.
Yeah, it was funny. Which most of the drafts that I did on the stream last year, I only had just a few that even made it into the playoffs. And last year just wasn't. I don't know. Wasn't a great year for me.
I mean, I went into August with 28% Rashee Rice before the news.
Oof.
So I expected a bad year, and I had one. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
I mean, that's you call it bad luck, you call it whatever you want, but if he doesn't get suspended, that's what you want. You want to be above and ahead early.
He absolutely smashed. When he came back too. So
right.
It didn't work out, but it wasn't necessarily wrong, but it wasn't right either.
Right. What can you do? You do anything because that's just the way the cards fell. I mean, that's
right. Before the Judkins news, I had 17% Judkins.
I had 14.
I remember that was one of the picks we had because we were both really on him.
Yeah. Yeah, I was heavy on the Judkins and then all that stuff, and then I scaled back. But my bag was so heavy that I didn't really have to draft him much more because I already had a lot. And obviously at the worst price because he was going well ahead. But
it sucks to not chase him down the board.
It is what it is.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for having me on. I had a good time. We'll definitely do it again.
All right. Well, with that being said, so I did link both your Twitter X handle and your YouTube, but go ahead, shout it out. Plug it real quick before we hop off and tell you. I know you got the Who crew. The crew is definitely alive and well. So most people already know where you're at. But for those that might not, go ahead, plug it, and let everybody know where they can find you at.
Yeah. What helps me out the most is going to YouTube. Just type in the name you see on the screen, HOOHAMES, in there. It'll pop up. On a road to 500 subs. We might be able to get there before the draft. I draft every weekday, Monday through Thursday. We're going to start adding some new shows here pretty soon. I got a couple shows that are going to happen, like some data diving stuff, like the one Steve and I are doing. It's probably getting upgraded, and there may be other people involved soon.
Oh, okay.
So
a teaser there.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time to have that. I want to do more than just sit here and draft teams. I like talking ball.
Yeah.
I don't even mind if I'm talking about something and somebody's like, "You're absolutely wrong," and they show me, and I'm like, "Thank you." I can not be dumb. I
mean, and that's also why I like doing these shows too. You get different perspectives. Right. It's just off the streams that I do. I'll have a different perspective in the next draft I go into, just off some of the stuff we talk about. It's right. So it is good. It is good.
Everyone hears different information.
Right.
So
something in my head I might have already perceived or pre-perceived, and then you tell me, oh no, well that's totally different. kind of like talking about the Bryce Lance. Like I didn't really know much about him, but now I'm like, okay, I'm highly intrigued. You know, I'm probably going to start mixing them in a little bit. So it's just like those little things. But you guys go over to Who's YouTube channel, give him a sub, give him a like, get him to 500, and then like I said, we'll definitely be doing it again. But you want to do the same? Throw one here on the channel. Extend the drive. Appreciate you guys joining us. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Appreciate you drafting with us and talking ball. But with that being said, we'll go ahead and close it out. And I appreciate you, man.
Yep. Great
We'll
time.
see y'all later.
Peace.